actually begins. So all of our runners have readied up, and there we go. We're off. So let's see where all the runners go, and we got a smorgasbord, and we got one reset. Mega Cow finding Crash, Charlie Boy finding Wood, Racket finding Air, Prodigy finding Quick, and Mega Cow finds Heatman. I'm surprised he's not resetting again. Let's see what this Airman looks like, as we got 3 of our 4 stages with birds dropping their children off. So that's a bit treacherous. Charlie Boy about to deal with the hot dogs. We got Batantons in the Quickman hallway. We also got some tin cans at the end of the Heatman's hallway here. And it looks like we got rabbits in the long heat hallway here for Mega Cow, who doesn't seem to be scared about doing Heatman stage vanilla. But he is going to be careful about these rabbits. Ooh, he gets sniped by the carrot, falls into the pit, rabbit getting his paycheck. Alright, so anyway, Prodigy is reaching the Quickman boss door. Charlie Boy is about to approach the last screen of Heatman stage here. And we got Airman in Quickman's room here. Maybe he's gonna be a bro, maybe not. No, he's not being a bro. Airman is definitely not being a bro, but he goes down just the same. Charlie Boy is about to reach the Woodman boss door, and so is Iraqi Vet. Mega Cow is dealing with the Yokus, as Prodigy now finds Metal Man stage next. And we got Bubble once again in Airman's room, but he goes down easily. Charlie Boy dealing with Heatman in Woodman's room, as Mega Cow now enters the Heatman boss room. Charlie Boy got to be a little careful there, and there he goes. See, I don't think any of our runners got an item. Well, looks like Prodigy got item 3. Mega Cow taking down Metal Man in Heatman's room. Charlie Boy finding Bubble Man, and Iraqi Vet is in Flashman stage. Also, shoutouts to Mega Man X6 and Metal Shark. Seems rather appropriate. Ooh, and the Tooth Spencers are lemon resistant. No one-shot Hermit Crabs this seed. Charlie Boy taking a dip in the Grape Kool-Aid of Bullman stage. Prodigy grabbing that E-Tank before the Middleman boss room. And Paul's buffering over the gap. Racket opting to grab the E-Tank in Flashman stage. And we see Crashman again in the second of our 2 seeds here on the Metal Man belt, but he is a dumb Crash, as he is not responding to the shots being fired by Prodigy with the lemons, and down goes Crashman. We got a vanilla Flashman and Flashman. He's doing its best Usain Bolt impression. Mega Cow is about to enter the Bubbleman room. Charlie Boy is in the Bubbleman room, and we see a Woodman there. We got some driftwood. Charlie Boy trying to be a little careful there and takes down Woodman all the same. Iraqi Vet starting the Bubbleman stage. Prodigy trying to get away from the bird as it was following him on the item 2. Charlie Boy finding Heatman stage next as his third stage. Mega Kyle finding a Flashman next. So Mega Kyle has finished Bubble Man as well. Prodigy so far the only one of our restreamed runners to have found items, which is good news for him, bad news for the other runners. Ooh, and these frogs are also lemon resistant. That's really annoying. Oh, Prodigy takes a death. And so does Iraqi Vet on the spikes in Bubble Man stage. That's a long walk for Iraqi Vet and Prodigy. Charlie Boy trying to taking down that rabbit so then he can get through the Yoku second, as this whole entire hallway is going to be filled with rabbits. Alright, and Iraqi this time gets through the hallway. He's just got to get to the door. Meanwhile, Mega Kyle and Charlie Boy also just finding out that our crash walls this seed are going to be Buster Week, so that's really good news. Also, shoutouts to the person that just gave Iraqi Vet bits. Alright, so Prodigy is going to go to Woodman next, Mega Kyle going to Airman next. Mega Kyle having just finished Flashman, and Prodigy having just finished, I believe... I actually forgot what he just finished. Iraqi Vet now in Quickman stage, Charlie Boy about to deal with Metal Man in Heatman's room. Air stage. Thank you, Tracker. This is why we keep you around. Give me a moment here. I had to refresh my restream here. So we got Prodigy grabbing E-Tank there. So I think I'm going to be a little behind here. There we go. Okay, so we got Iraqi Vet in the hallway right before the quick door. Do not be confused by that sound. That's probably the sound of the weapon. It is not Mega Man dying, as sounds from weapons are changed. For those of us joining for the first time who've never seen the Mega Man 2 randomizer, your question obviously is going to be, what is randomized? Well, as you see before you, just about anything. From color palettes to sprite variants to where robot masters are to even music. And it looks like it was the Atomic Heat that was doing the death sound. As Iraqi took down Airman in that room, we got Charlie Boy taking on Flashman in Flashman's room. So I believe that will be 4 apiece for all 4 of our runners so far. So we got Mega Colin in Bubble Man stage. We got Mega Kyle in Quick Man stage. We got Prodigy in Bubble Man stage. We got Iraqi Vet in Woodman stage. We got Charlie in Airman stage. So much to follow. I swear it's not going to be this rough calling a race when there's just 2 of them. 4 of them, it's a bit of a challenge. Alright, so Charlie Boy is about to reach the end of the first section of Airman stage. Mega is quickly approaching the Quickman door here. Charlie being careful with these tin cans because they hurt, so he's just gonna let that one just fall into the pit, and I don't blame them. Getting hit by a tin can just hurts. If you get hit by one of the sections of the tin cans, that's fine. But don't get hit by the main section of the tin can. That's where most of the damage comes from. So Prodigy is taking on a Woodman now. In Woodman room, Megacal has 3 more robot matches left, including Metal Man here, as he's about to head into. Charlie Boy reaching the end of Airman stage here, as Arakivet's kind of right behind him at the end of Woodman stage, and down goes Bubble Man in Airman's room. Prodigy is about to start his Heatman stage. Won't have as much difficult as 2 of our other runners, as they didn't have items. Prodigy, on the other hand, has 2 items that matter in item 2 and item 3. So this will be a rather quick stage for Prodigy, minus zips. So our tournament this year, if you have not heard, is actually going to be a zipless tournament, which is going to be unique, not just for our runners, but for those viewing this race. So it's going to be a fun tournament, as there won't be any zips. We got 3 of our 4 runners in Metal Man stage now. And Prodigy putting that atomic heat to good use, as I think it uses up a lot of energy, but it's full charge and it's quick to come out, and it destroys everything on sight. So not a bad mix there. Megacal grabbing that E-Tank again. Looks like he'll be the first of our 3 runners in Metal Man stage to get to the door. Charlie Boy right behind. Nope, I think... Well, I'm not trying to keep a race as to who... Well, maybe I am. Trying to keep a race who gets the Metal Man door first, but what does matter is who gets the Wily 1 first. And both our runners more or less at the same time getting to that Metal Man door. Rakivet right behind them. Prodigy taking on Metal Man in Metal Man's room, as both Charlie Boy and Megacal are taking Crash Man in Metal Man's room. Charlie opting to damage boost his way through that crash fight, as we got ourselves a dumb crash. 2 more stages left for Prodigy. Let's see where our other runners. 2 more for Charlie, 2 more, I believe, for Megacal as well, as Megacal gets item 2. Charlie Boy finding Quickman. Yep, 2 more for Megacal. Megacal about to do Woodman next. Rakivet right behind them is about to do Crash, and he finds an ultimate weakness kind of with that atomic heat and takes him down really quickly. So down goes Crashman and Metal Man's room for Rakivet. He has 2 more left, and he's off to Heatman stage next. I think it's fair to say all of our runners haven't done Crash yet. So we know that's going to be their last stage, more or less. I believe Prodigy has done Bubble Man, so I think we can check that off. And Prodigy also knows about the Crash weakness. And, oh, he doesn't, I guess. Because he switched back to Buster there. We do know from both Charlie Boy and Megacal that our Crash will... he checks it anyway. Well, now we know from 3 of our runners that Crash Balls this seed are going to be weak to Buster. So that's good knowledge for later on. So Prodigy taking on Flashman in Flashman's room. Charlie Boy about to take on, I believe it was Air? Yes, it was Air in Quickman's room. And as you can see, the reason there's no roofs in either Woodman or Flashman stage is, well, they kind of loop around. So that jiggling allows Flashman to appear at the top. So Prodigy on their last stage with Crashman, and we have Fat Fiends in the elevator section, and that's good news, kind of. Yep. And one thing we also learned is that our item 1 is in Crashman's stage. So all of our runners have their items with them, pretty much. It's just a matter of using that item 2 to traverse this elevator section where Fat Fiends are. Mega Kyle about to take on Heatman in Woodman's room, trying to look for a better weakness to take on Heatman, and he now learns about the ultimate weakness for heat on heat grimes. Both Charlie Boy and Prodigy kind of synced up here, as they're now in the same section of Crash Stage. So it's going to be a tight race going into Wily 1 here. And Charlie Boy missing his platform there with item 2. Iraqi Vent now in his last stage in Crashman. Mega Kyle, I believe, also in their last stage as Crashman. Yeah, these runners must be feeling good, knowing, especially the 3 that ran before, finding Crash last. Well, let me rephrase that. Mega Kyle found Crash first, and he ended up resetting, so he knew where it was to begin with. And he's just missing that item 2 platform, so he's going to reset the room. Meanwhile, Charlie and Prodigy right now on the same ladder screen. Charlie's just a little bit ahead. And we got Mega Kyle and Iraqi Vet bring up the rear. Not too far behind, but they're far enough behind. It looks like both Charlie and Prodigy opting not to grab that E-Tank, wisely using the Flash Stopper to stop the Little Frogs from sniping them off the ladder. And we got a camo-laden Quickman. It's a wonder you can see him at all. Good thing he's got a face. At least that's what I see on Charlie Boy's screen. Prodigy's being a little bit brighter. We can see that he's actually has a bit of green on him. But that doesn't take away the fact that Charlie Boy has taken down Quickman first in Crashman's room, and he'll be heading off to Wily's stages. Prodigy right behind him. So once again, folks, we have reached the castle, and we get to play our favorite game in the Mega Man 2 Randomizer community, and that's to guess the color of the dragon, and for bonus points, guess the weakness. The first part of our showcase, I used my witch powers to divine both the color and the weakness, but I don't think I'll do it again. So this time, let's say it's yellow, weak to metal. Alright, so we got Charlie Boy using item 2 as it's clear skies to get through this upper portion of Wily 2. He's going to have to take time to refill that item 2 because he's going to need that to get through Wily 2. Fat Fiends in the climb section here. He's not grabbing that energy. He's going to grab the 2 from beginning of Wily 2. Mega Kyle is starting their castle stages now. I do like the fact that our second page weapon menu says sorry. So let's see what this dragon looks like. It is bluish. Blue with a bit of pink and some green joints. Alright, not metal. I'm definitely not a witch this seed. Yep, we got a crash weakness. And we got a buster weakness, but Prodigy mashing down with that buster, taking down the dragon first before Charlie Boy. So they are pretty much neck and neck going into Wily 2 here. Charlie Boy is going to have to refresh on his item 2, as I don't think Prodigy used any of theirs. Rakivet's starting their Wily 1. All 4 of our runners in castle stages now. Kyle is about to reach the end of Wily 1 here. Yes. So, congrats to Blue Bomber for guessing the weapon weakness. He gets a pat on the back as congratulations. He gets an attaboy. And Mega Kyle finding out about that crash weakness as well against the dragon and using it well. Alright, Mega Kyle taking down the dragon. Prodigy is about to start the Pico fight. Hoping for a good weakness this time, because last seed we end up using metal. It's not leaf this time. We find quick, that's mashable. That seems good enough for me. See what Charlie Boy finds for Pico. I think he's on page 2 as it is. Oh, he finds metal. So we found 2 of our weaknesses in metal in Crash. Pico actually has 3 weaknesses to take down, so it's a matter of what you find and whether or not it's good enough. And we got 2 mashable weapons to take down Pico in Crash and Quick. Prodigy the first one to take down Pico as he moves on to Wily 3. Charlie Boy trying to be careful. He's wanting to save. Oh, he's out of metal. He's got to find another weakness. Unfortunately, he goes right to Quick, and that'd be good enough for him. As Prodigy is making their way through the blueberry-infested Wily sewers of Wily 3. Mega Kyle finding that metal weakness as well for Pico. Prodigy on heat as his first check for the Guts tank. Mega Kyle forced to use an E-tank for the Pico. Not Buster, not Flash, not... Yep, we find Bubble. A mashable Bubble for the Guts tank, and down it goes. Looks like Prodigy is opting not to refill anything, as he pretty much has 1 tick left on that item 3. As we move through the Wily 4 stage. Charlie Boy also finding that bubble weakness for the tank. Big Gal is about to go through the drop in Wily 3. We got Iraqi Vets take on Pico now. What is he on? He finds a Atomic Heat as a one-shot killer for Pico. It's a shame he doesn't have a full set Well, that's about halfway down. He's not going to find another weakness. It looks like he switched to quick here, which is a weakness. So we found all three of our weaknesses for... And we got Fat Fiends in the anxiety rooms here, so Prodigy's going to have to use Metal Blade or Wood to take down the one that will be underneath him. The only thing the Fat Fiends you have to worry about is the fact they're blowing left. If they're on the left side, they don't matter. And they don't matter. So Prodigy's just going to use item 2 to get to the other side, and he's going to drop down and he'll be on his way to the Boo Bean fight. And looks like we got the chickens camouflaging with the background here. Being extremely color coordinated with the Wily 4 background. Charlie nearing the end of the anxiety rooms. We got Prodigy trying to find a weakness for the Picos, not Leaf, not Metal this time. We know the wall weaknesses are Buster, and Prodigy knows that too because he checked it at the end of Flashman stage. So we're going to be looking for a weakness for the Boo Beans here in a moment. Not heat, not air. I know it's not wood. The boys starting their Pico fight right behind them. We find Quick. Oh, and it's a rising Quick. But Prodigy opting not to waste too much time and opting to just go ahead and destroy all the walls. But we got a Quick weakness for the Boo Beams, and down goes the Boo Beams for Prodigy. Charlie Boy quickly choosing the Quick Boomerangs for Pico. Cal is in the last section of their anxiety rooms. The Raggy Vet take on the Guts Tank. Also, here we go with refights again. Hashtag Clockwise Gang. And Charlie Boy is now starting their refights. He is the enemy in my book as he's going counterclockwise. No, it's not Mega Man music. This is from Bionic Commando. And Prodigy juggling the Flashman. As we see Quick Man's color scheme once again coming into effect with this background. And Charlie opting to use his last E-Tank as opposed to dying to Quick Man. And Mikao taking down the Boo Beams quickly with quick Boomerang. As Prodigy and Charlie Boy have high-fived as they pass each other into boss rooms. Definitely doing our due diligence of finding these weaknesses for the Robot Masters. Ooh, and Charlie Boy taking a death on Heat Man. That was... Ooh. And Prodigy, I believe, on their last Robot Master. We see Wave Call doing what Prodigy just did a few moments ago and juggle Flashman. But Megal's got a weapon shortage problem. Nope, he doesn't. And we got a Buster Weak machine once again. Sadly, that boomerang is not giving Mega Kyle the arc he wants it to be for Metal Man, as pretty much he wants to just hit the button once for quick boomerang and then just let it fly. Sadly, the arc wasn't there. He's now halfway through his refights as Prodigy makes it through Victory Road. Well, it's not so much Buster weaknesses, it's more about, well, I guess for Wily stages, it's more about, you know, if I don't have to waste energy, I'm not going to waste weapon energy on facing these bosses. Alright, so Prodigy about to take on the alien. Charlie Boy kind of right behind him in the long hallway to the alien. It's not any of those weaknesses. Bubble, not bubble. Quick. Is it quick? It's not quick, so page 2. It's Crash. And down goes the alien for Prodigy as Prodigy finishes with an official SRL time of, I can pull it up here, 31:36. And Charlie Boy doing his diligence now of checking for weaknesses on the alien. He is now on page 2. Finding that Crash weakness now. And Charlie Boy now finishes in second place with a time of 32:11. Alright, so Mega Kyle about to take on the alien next. As a Rekivet, I have not been keeping track as far as where he is in his refights here. It's either his, I believe it's either his second or his 7th. Alright, so Kyle now going to do the page turner here and look for the weakness for the alien. We know it's Crash, and see how long it takes him. Right to page 2. Ooh, he misses that crash shot. He's got to be careful. He's low on crash bombs. Gotta be careful. There we go. There goes the alien for Mega Kyle. It's an official SRL time of 33:32. Alright, so Rekivet is halfway down through their refights now as they got Heatman next. We'll see if some of our finishing runners here will join me for a post-race interview. And we got Ragabit taking their 7th Robot Master in the refights, with Woodman being their last. And onto the machine, Rakivet goes. I haven't checked his account yet. And joining me in the booth with his mic muted in Discord is Mega Kyle. How's it going? Is your actual mic muted?
Oh, That might be the problem. Can you hear me now?
I can now because now your Discord mic's muted, and Charlie Boy now is joining us too. There we go.
Oh, right.
I hear you now.
Okay, cool.
First it was your Discord mic, then now it's just on and off. I don't know what's going on there.
That's totally weird. I might have to change my hotkey.
Also joining us right now is Charlie Boy as Iraqi Vet takes down the machine. He was also opted now to mute himself, it looks like. I know you were having trouble with Discord earlier, Charlie Boy. So, Mega Kyle, what did you think of those two seeds?
What I thought of those two seeds, they were both pretty good, except for the first seed was a bit rough. Yeah, the first seed was kind of hard. I think I had a game over. I think that was the Airman one, or was that the second one?
It was the Airman. It was the Airman one, but I figured you opted just to leave that. I was like, you know what, Fat Fiend's here. No thanks.
Yeah, like they weren't really hard like fan fades. I think they took like 2 or 3 shots, but still with that jump and the wind blowing you, I felt much better like looking for item 1 first.
Yep. The second seed you found Crash first and Heat second. But you still went into Heat, which I thought was surprising.
Right. I didn't really want to do the double reset, you know. Picking Crash first is always a nope, you know. When I picked Heat, I was like, okay, I can do Heat, and it wasn't a bad Heat. It was pretty good.
Crash wasn't terrible too, but you know, it's still a long slog to climb that ladder. And Iraqi Vet taking a death to the alien. Also joining us is Prodigy. How's it going?
Hey, fine, thanks.
Been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while for me too.
So
very rocky runs.
They were rocky runs. It looked fine to me. What'd you think of those seeds?
I think I played bad on good seeds, but it's fine. The seeds were fine. I think both of them were fine. I died to missing an input or overshooting a jump or undershooting a jump. That's me. The seeds were good.
Yes, it looks like I may have shaped that curse, but we'll see as the tournament starts. I believe next week. Kyle giving the alien another go here.
Yeah, I had some rough spots. I think I died in Heatman stage. I think the rabbits killed me.
I died in air, just jump into a hole. It feels good. It feels really good. Just press the A button, but not long enough. It's nice.
All right. Ragivet actually finishes now with a time of, I gotta find it here, 42:34. No, I'm sorry, 38:28, which actually improves his race PB by 4 minutes. So GG's to him,
GG's.
as he's been improving throughout these showcase races.
How about the music for the refights in that last scene? That was pretty good.
Was it Mega Man 10? I don't remember. Or that was on the Wily stages. I think I remember something from Mega Man 10.
It was definitely a Mega Man 10 song. There was also a Bionic Commando, but I think I might be confusing the two seats.
I think it was the Bionic Commando song, but it was pretty good for refights. It was kind of intense.
TBH, the soundtrack is really good. Really, really good. That's chosen for this. It would please me even more if there are even more tracks from Sunsoft, but it's not comparable with the engine, Mega Man 2 sound font. But trust me, like Sunsoft soundtracks, they're all insane. Every single thing that they pull out during the 90s is insane. Sadly, it can be added.
And joining us, the last of our restream runners is Iraqi Vet. How you doing? Can you hear me? Because I heard you for a moment. as Rakivet is gonna hopefully sort that out. There we go. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Anyone hear me?
Oh yeah, I could hear you, Charlie.
Okay, just making sure, man.
Not by choice. We're just ignoring you.
I'm my Discord client messed up like right before the race, so I was like panicking. I'm using the website, which is stuck, but you know, hey, I'm here.
You guys,
I mean, they work all the same, but I do agree with that. How you doing?
there, you guys hear me now?
Yes,
Can
yes,
you
yes.
hear me?
Can hear
I
him.
heard you for a moment. So,
GG.
vet with these 2 seeds today. What did you think of them?
Well, I didn't make it on time for the first one, but the second one, I felt like the second one was pretty easy, actually. I got some good luck with the boss selection, so I had a lot of good weaknesses earlier on, so I was able to kind of mow through some of the pain in the ace ones. So. But it was all in all, it was all right.
I'm my Discord client messed up like right before the race, so I was like panicking. I'm using the website. Yeah. I mean, the seeds were great, right? I mean, yes, kind of ish. The first one had more. I personally had more deaths than. Well, I don't know if I can say than usual because you know I'm more of a zip runner. This is zipless.
Vet with these 2 seeds today. What did you think?
Trying to find the new norm.
We're all zip runners. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
It may be tough, but I think it brings good entertainment as allows not just yourselves to come up with new strategies, but allows the viewers to say, "Oh, this is rough," and maybe or maybe not be interested in joining in.
Our panic is your viewing pleasure. Got it, Chip.
I actually started out with zipless, and I'm just now starting to learn all the zips, so it's kind of reversed for me.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, I started with zipless back in 2018, and then the Rockman 2 Any% tournament came up, hosted by SpeedGaming, and I joined it. And I started as a zipless runner, but during the tournament, I learned the zips, and I haven't looked back because it was a lot of fun. Like I used to be one of those guys like zipping is cheating, and but now I'm like, no, this is fun.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Put me in the wall.
This is very sensitive. Let's not go there. This is very sensitive. People still think it's cheating. So yeah.
Put me in the wall. Let me fly.
No, I remember Charlie saying stuff. Oh man.
Yeah, the zips are a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying doing them. It's that wood zip though, man. It's intense and it's fun.
I like in zipless. I like pulling out the item 3 just before that ladder and make people think, "Am I gonna do the zip? Is he gonna do the zip? No, he's just climbing up the ladder."
I used to be. It's a lot of fun. Like, zipping is cheating. No zips, whatever. But now I'm like, it up. This is fun.
I'm pretty sure we can all do the zip.
This is very sensitive. We can just arrange a zipless race. I mean, any percent race.
There you go.
Let me fly.
It's easy.
No, I remember Charlie.
For sure. Well, GG's to everybody. GG's the prodigy, of course, for winning. Yes. Man, to take a break. I mean, I won.
I mean, I haven't played zipless at any rate ever. Never gonna do a run on vanilla zipless ever in my life. I've said that to myself for a long time, and I'm sticking to this. And we did one race with Charlie, and I said, well, this is gonna be like, I'm gonna die like 100 times, and I died 8 times. I had like 37 Charlie or something, and these 2 races are just luck. Trust me, it's nothing else.
Oh, you're good, man. You're good. Dude, you're a fantastic, phenomenal runner. You are the tournament champion of the first tournament. Hello, being the tournament champion, second one, and both of you guys being The only, I mean, there's probably others, but the only two that I know sub 30 and Rando for one thing. Other, both years in a row, both of you guys made grand finals in this tournament.
In my life.
I mean, not to hold
Said
you
that
guys
to myself
as the standards
a
or
long
nothing, but
time,
you
and I'm
guys are
sticking to
phenomenal
this.
runners
And we did
nonetheless.
one race with Charlie, and I said, well,
Hey,
this is gonna
sorry,
be like,
I said
I'm
the
gonna
second
die
year
like 100
to
times,
finals.
and I died 8 times. I had
So,
like
but the first year, nonetheless, you
37
won the
or something.
tournament.
And these 2 races,
Phenomenal runner. Utmost
Yeah,
respect.
I got
for all the
close.
good words. I'm wordless. I'm
I think I
speechless.
gave Prodigy kind of a challenge.
When? Excuse me. That was
Is that win?
that was very mean. That was very mean, but I don't remember a thing from the first tournament.
Oh, Kyle too, man. Kyle go like, yo, he placed third the first year, I think, and then no, I mean, had a kind of rough pick in the group stage the second year. I mean,
Yeah, last year
runner.
he was in the group of death.
That's right. I got grouped in with Metalo.
Oh, I remember that. It was a bloodbath. Yeah.
No, but it was good. I still like competing every year, even though the first year was better, and I had a bit more on the side races with Prodigy. We kind of had a thing going where we were like personal enemies. It's more of an inside joke, but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Gotta fuel the memes, dude. You gotta fuel them somehow.
Yeah, you got to give each other a hard time.
Yeah, exactly.
Regardless, good games to you guys. I mean, games to Ragbet. Coming in with like with a new crew of people, you know, the new crop of runners, which is always great to see. Coming from Mega Man 4, right?
Yeah, I started out my speed runs with Mega Man 4. That's mostly run, but now I'm trying to transition onto the Mega Man 2 any percent runs. So it's been a pretty fun journey, I'd say. But GG's to everybody today. I had a lot of fun. I love these randos. They're so much fun.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, of course. Yeah, man. Glad to have new runners, old runners, every runner, anybody who wants to just join in. Fun. This is our last showcase race, month of June, or I guess for the month of July as well, because the tournament starts, as Bull was saying, next week. I believe it's 6 is when the tournament starts. So the 5th.
This week is the last week to sign up.
Yeah.
The 5th will be the last night to sign up at midnight. We usually have our Sunday community races at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure to join the tournament Discord, join the community Discord, get involved with that. If you're interested in the slightest, the community will help you level up and get into the game. There's not much else. I do want to announce, we announced some showcase race prizes, but we didn't get to detail it last time. I'd like to detail a little bit more about that. From what we know, there is going to be a Matcherino setup for those interested. We will do top 3 payouts. There will be a few stretch goals and what involved with that. If we hit the stretch goals, we might even get to do top 8 payouts. Some sort of maybe even bonus marathon. I don't know. Everything's still in the works with that. But it's really awesome that prizes will be involved with this tournament. Big shout outs to SpeedGaming for offering that as like we've through the first 2 years as hey, we're a community, we'd like to offer the game and get other people involved. Then now it's like, hey, you guys want some prizes? Oh, awesome. Thank you again, gaming, for that and for having. That's brought to you by Matchery, I believe. So, well, for doing that. Anything else from anybody here before we wrap things up?
Have fun, people. Just play this more. It doesn't matter the category. Play this more. Have fun. There is a lot to this, and see you guys at the tournament. I guess it's on, like Charlie said.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything extra to add to this. So, GG's to all our runners who were showcased this afternoon. Thanks to everyone for coming out to see these races, as this was meant intentionally to be a friendlier time for our EU fans. So I hope they enjoyed it, and I hope everyone who's interested in this come join us, come join the tournament, come have fun.
Yes, please do. Kyle, I reckon you guys got anything?
Nope. Make sure you guys sign up to join us, man. It's a lot of fun, and hope to see you all there.
Yeah. Thank you, Speed Gaming. Thanks for everybody watching and everybody racing. GG's. Have fun.
For sure. GG's, everybody. Thanks again for watching. Yeah, we'll have that match arena link as soon as possible. Hopefully before the tournament or the first race of the tournament. Be sure to sign up. Last chance to sign up July 5th, 11:59 p.m. On my personal stream, there will be a poll to roll the seed. Perhaps maybe even being of sort if
Dungeons and
unconstitutional.
Dungeons and Dragon dice, by the way.
Yeah. Dungeons and Dragon dice, D&D dice, D20s, baby. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.